Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Today we're working in our Jewel Victorian because we finished our regular Victorian junk journal. We did the walkthrough day before yesterday. So that's all done. And according to what everyone has suggested, our next junk journal will be an interactive junk journal. Now, even though it's going to be a little different from normal, so you want to stay tuned to that one. All I've done so far is pick out 3 pages. I know I usually have it all laid out, but I don't this time. So I want to take care of this part here, which was where we added our little dangle on the side, and we've got this here, so we need to do something to hide it somewhat, or do whatever we can to hide it. So I'm going to put my clip on here so that all my page is open. Now I was looking at this, I'm not quite sure which way this goes. This way? I think it's this way. So we may do that one there. And if that's the case, I'll put this one up here. And I've got something else I'm thinking about there. But this one, it keeps showing up. You know how every time you flip through something, you always come across something that's going to shine out? And this is the one that did it. Now I have pulled out all my stuff here. So I come in here with the purple. And wilted violet. Let's see, do I have, that's black soot. That's not it. I don't think I have one for wilted violet. Or is it? Is that it? Black soot. Mahogany. Nope, I don't see one. So, let me see if I have a, I thought I had a spare one over here, but I don't. Everything's been rearranged, so. Yep, and I did find my other little, my little trash can. It's in here holding the brushes. So I'm not sure it'll do. So I want to go all the way around the edge here with the wilted violet. Not that it's gonna, may not show much. Yeah, I'll have to do this one in spurts. I'm just going around the edge because that's where we're gonna see it. Why waste the ink on the middle if we're not gonna see it there? So down here. And then I want to get this one top corner up here. There. Let's see if that's got it. Yeah. And that shows the violet through there. Need to mark that one, so I'll set that one aside. And I don't have a top or bottom one out. Okay. So to make sure that I know that those two go together, set those aside. So I do know that this is going on here. So we're going to go ahead and put this down. I did refill all my glue bottles before starting today. So get this all around the edge here. And just a little here and there in the middle. Good enough. Well, get it right side up. That side even. Uh-oh. I know what I did wrong. So I'm just going to peel that up for a minute because I had wanted to put this one down first. Yeah. Let's see, if this goes to here, then all I'm doing is I'm pushing in at that where that crease would be, and then just creasing that down like that. Now, all this around here first, and then I'll come back and deal with the crease. So I'm going to set that right in there where I want it to go, and then push the rest out. And then we'll come in here and I'm going to put a line down where the crease is and just come out a little bit because this is going to get covered up. Now back in with this. And by now my glue is dried, so excuse me. We'll do a little bit more glue. See, this is one of the benefits of using glue instead of tape, is that with glue you have a minute, you know, a couple of minutes there that you can readjust if you need to. Like we had to readjust with this. I do like that. Now, this part here, I think I only want part of this up here. But do I want the top or the bottom? Let's tell you what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take it right across here and tear that top part off. Now, in with our, because this does not have, see, what is this? Walnut stain. And I'm doing just the edges on this, but I'm doing the edges a little heavy because I want that edge to really pop against that background. Put that down there, put my lid on that. And now, glue, glue, glue. There. I want that to just cover the top. Now, for this edge, remember I said we wanted to take care of that? So, I pulled out, I've got some lace in here, and I was thinking that would be pretty there, or, not that one, not that one. I don't know if I have enough of this one. I do have that one. This one I think is too much on the edge. So we'll set that one aside. I do have some of this, but for some reason that color doesn't match. This one looks good. So I've got that one, or that's too much color. I have a piece, I think I've got a bigger piece of that one over here. Let's see, what do we have? It's a little piece. See, I've got a bigger piece like this that we could put down there, but that would really stick out on the side. Or, where's the other one? I thought I had another one in here. Yes. See, we've got something like this. And I think this would do better, because then part of this would stick out, but then that would still get covered. So, let's cut it off here. Between these two. I'll stick all this back in the bag here. I'll figure out which is up, which is, all right, that's right side, I think. You know, sometimes it's hard to figure out. So, now I'm going to make sure that I really get it on that ribbon there, or seam binding that we used. And I'm going to lift that up just a tad. Make sure we get it under there. I think it's pretty well glued down, but I want to make sure. Set that right down there. We've got all that hanging on. That's good. That works. Okay. And that's about all I had planned. So now we got to figure out what else we're gonna do on here. So like I said, I pulled out. See, those aren't stickers. Those are papers. Now, what can we do? Have that sticker. No. I have one of the keys. We could do a key. That's a possibility. Sometimes you just have to stop and look. Teacup probably won't do it. But, ooh, I do have some of the dots. So let's try some of those. And I think that's about all I've got in here that, ooh, this one is pretty. I do like that one. But it's actually too big for that page. I can here see this one. Maybe. But we'll start with here. There's that one. Let's see, what do we have in this one? Is there anything in here we can use? Looking. Nope. Sometimes that's all you can do. It's just a few things, and it's okay if there's only a few things on the page. It's not the end of the world. And then if we see something later that we want on there, we can always add it. That's totally different colors. So, I think no. I do have this one metallic piece. I think I'll do that instead of just there. Ooh, those are nice. I could do those there instead of that. See, when you look through your stuff that you have, you find things that, oh, gee, I like that. Ooh, this is better. Okay, that's going to be all of those. Whoops. Now everything just spilled out. Take a minute and put it back. That way we're not, oh, well, you know, I'll do it later. Honey, I'll never get to it if I say I'll do it later. That's why I like to go ahead and straighten it up now. It only takes a moment. And we're done. That's done. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. The first thing I know I got is the metallic piece here. Now, you can use the Fabri-Tac with these. That would be because it does do metal to paper, but because it has a little bit of weight to it, I want to do, where's my E6000? There we go. Now, if you're like me, it's hard to get it untwisted after a while. So I keep a pair of handy pliers and just, because I've had this tube like forever. Well, I may end up having to get another tube, because I don't know if this is going to come out or not. Okie dokie. Now, I need to, if you're using your E6000, you really need to take it, if you're doing like I just did, take something and wipe off that pen. Now, try this again. Where'd it go? Oh. Yeah, now it's coming out. Put some there. So it just got a little clogged up. Now, before I put that down, I'm going to get it off my fingers and put the lid back on it. Now, put this, I want that to go like right there. Then there was this part that can go up. Pull out my tape. Well, I think I did that on the wrong side. We'll soon find out. There we go. You know, some of these that are clear like this, there are times I can't tell which way they go. I think that's all I want on that side. But remember, I pulled out these dots. I did because there's one little dot down here. So let's add some more. Some of these will barely show, some will show, but it's okay. Just gonna stick them here, there, and yonder. There, maybe another one up here, and then we'll do one there. That's all I need. I'll put that back over there. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring some bling into it. Now, I don't know how y'all store your bling. Let me put this away before I stick myself, because I will. Put the glue away. Just that quick. I don't have to worry about the pliers. I store my bling in this little box. Well, most of it. And I got this, I think, either Hobby Lobby, Joann. I think it was Joann's when they were still here. But this has got all kinds of jewels in it. And we're doing jewel tone, remember? So I want some of those for that side. And then, see, what else do we have? I want, do I have any, whoops, that was Smart Gel. Just dump it all out. Ooh. Oh, I found the ones I wanted though. See, is that them, or are these the same color? No. Which ones do I like better? Do I like those, or do I like those? Oh, we'll figure it out. What else is in here? All right, this goes in here. That came out of there. All right, that's the same as that, so that's cool. And then I have other little things. And no, I don't tighten up my... I wonder. Don't have the right color in those. Those are feathers. Don't think I need the... Oops. This goes in this one here. The ones that spilled out. And then I have... Or maybe... This is what I need right here. Okay. Put those back in there. Those go in. These came out. Well, they can go in there. I won't put those in there. Put those in there. And then the pearls go in. So now we have these and these here. Now most of you know that when you peel them off, you're going to have a sticky side. The sticky side doesn't always stick. So I'm going to come in here, and where these little areas are here, I'm going to put a little dab of glue. One there, put one there, and put one there. And then start with this one. Yeah, see the sticky part come off. I'll do that big one. We'll do that one there. And then I'm going to come in here with one of the little tiny ones and go right there. 1, 2, 3. And that's, wait a minute, there's a little one down here. I'm just trying to put one where the little, looks like little dots of things are on the background. That one there. Now, I think that works. Just that little bit really sets it off. So this, I'll put back in where it belongs. Let's keep our desk tidy. Now on this side, I found these, saw these, and the color to me just matched really good. So I think what I'm going to do is where I put the dots, I'm going to come in with, in the middle of those, and put a jewel. Just like that. There's one, I got one here, and one, there's that one. That one that was one that was already there. Now to me, something like this, it sort of tells you where to put things. So you're not thinking, gee, I wonder if it goes here. I wonder what we should put here. Something like this, it just tells me where I need to put stuff. Ugh, let's wipe that off. Getting messy. I don't know if it's, I know the glue's not hard because I just put it in there. Or maybe it's just me. These bottles are getting harder and harder to squeeze. It could be just old age creeping up on me. Put that one there. And then I'm going to do another one up here. But I'm not going to put it all the way on there. Now, I've got a bigger one here. That one just about covers the whole dot. So I'm going to off-center it just a touch. And we'll do the same. No, I'm not pulling them off in any type of order. Put those there. I like that. I do like that. And it's not a whole lot. We had 3 pieces of paper, 1 sticker, 1 metal embellishment, and our pearls and bling. Very simple page to do. I'm going to stick my bling back in here. Yes, I smush it down. And it does have a Velcro closure, so I'm not worried about that. So I think that's going to be it. Oh, and we did use lace. So what do you guys think? We used the sort of a plum colored purple, and then we've got our cream and black on this side, and our our black lace. And that covers, if you noticed, when you actually look at it, you don't really see the ribbon over there. Unless you knew it was there, you know, it's kind of difficult to, you know, to come out. And so that's what we did today. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Tuesdays and Thursdays are our junk journaling days. We have our jewel tone junk journal. We already finished our Victorian. And our next, probably starting next week, will be our interactive junk journal. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that. Now, if any of you have suggestions for interactive pages, flips, tucks, whatever, leave them in the comments. Yeah, and I will try my best to incorporate them in our journal, so it feels like everybody has, you know, some input and a say with what goes on with them. So this one's getting up there. You know, it's getting a little bit chunky, but remember, we made sure we had plenty of seam binding here so we can always adjust that thickness in our closure. So until next time, bye guys.